All right, let's jump straight into this explainer. By the time this decade wraps up, the global workforce is literally going to look completely unrecognizable. We're tracking exactly 15 jobs in America that are disappearing right now. And I don't mean by 2040 or 2050, I mean by the end of this decade. Before we break down the specific rules, we have to tackle a pretty massive question based on recent macroeconomic reports. You've probably worked one of these jobs. Your parents definitely did. But the scary part? You or your kids might be taking out student loans for them right now, entirely unaware of the massive shift taking place.
92 million. Let that number sink in for a second. That is the sheer scale of what we're talking about. The World Economic Forum projects 92 million jobs will simply vanish globally by 2030. This isn't just a minor market correction, folks. This is a fundamental restructuring of the global economy.
And look, the crucial point here is that it's not just one group sounding the alarm. When the World Economic Forum, Goldman Sachs, and Oxford University all point to the exact same cliff edge of automation, we absolutely need to pay attention. They've all basically landed on the exact same hit list of disappearing roles. So, let's get into Section 1, the expected automation casualties. These are the jobs we already know are changing rapidly. Now, what's really wild about the data is that AI platforms are already resolving up to 85% of Tier 1 customer support tickets without a human ever saying hello. Customer service representatives make up 2.9 million American workers. It's the single largest workforce facing near-term displacement. And this really isn't just speculation. When OpenAI CEO Sam Altman says AI is going to take over a large share of phone and chat support, he's not just issuing a warning, he's actively outlining what is already built into their current product roadmaps. Along with customer service, look at these numbers. Data entry clerks are facing a 95% wipeout. That's 7.5 million jobs gone by 2027. Telemarketers, an Oxford study puts them at a 99% automation risk. Honestly, you're probably already arguing with AI bots on the phone. Medical transcriptionists are quietly being automated away by hospital software by 2026. And every single time someone downloads a mobile banking app, a bank teller is effectively phased out. Okay, moving right along to Section 2, the quiet professional squeeze. This is where AI enters the buildings we really thought were totally safe. It all comes down to pure, undeniable math for accounting firms across the country. A human bookkeeper costs a firm anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000 a year. On the flip side, an AI-native accounting platform handles payroll and reporting for under $300 a month. The calculator doesn't sleep, and it certainly doesn't ask for a raise. We're seeing this exact same pattern in the legal world. Firms aren't eliminating the role entirely. They're just shrinking the headcount and dropping the pay for the survivors. With AI hitting 90% accuracy in legal drafting and research, according to Stanford projections for 2025, paralegal salaries are already declining by 10 to 15% in major markets. And we are seeing this professional squeeze absolutely everywhere right now. Retailers are adopting AI checkouts at a 25% clip. Freelance translators have literally seen their rates sliced in half over just a few years. Copywriters are fighting software that threatens 11,000 ad jobs by 2030. And junior insurance underwriters are finding their risk assessments handled by an algorithm before they even log in for the day. Let's dive into Section 3, the vanishing entry level, or basically erasing the bottom rung of the career ladder. Now, here is what the World Economic Forum data suggests is the most alarming trend. AI isn't replacing the top of the organizational chart, it's eating the bottom. Just look at market research. A junior analyst sees 53% of their daily tasks automated today, but a senior analyst, only 9% of their tasks can be handed off to a machine. The timeline for the shift shows how rapidly the entry points for lucrative careers are slamming shut. Junior developer job postings dropped by over 30%. In fact, the CEO of Anthropic publicly stated that AI will essentially be writing all code within 12 months from April 2025. And by 2027, legal researchers faced a 65% automation risk. The very industries that told an entire generation to learn to code are now replacing those very kids. So, the fundamental issue highlighted across the sources is this. It creates a massive pipeline problem. If AI replaces all the junior radiology techs and junior coders, where do the senior experts of 2040 come from? Hospitals and tech firms are shrinking their support layers, and in the process, we are completely erasing the training ground. All right, let's move on to our final phase, Section 4, the
the jobs that survive. Let's see how this builds into an understanding of what actually makes a career AI-proof.
The data perfectly illustrates the dividing line here. It's incredibly clear. AI replaces the predictable. If your job is routine, highly structured, and doesn't really require complex human judgment, a machine will do it. On the flip side, human roles are retained for the unpredictable, messy, real-world realities where complex trust and physical presence are non-negotiable. According to the data, roles with high survival rates include nurses, electricians, plumbers, therapists, teachers, and senior specialists. These roles require real accountability and physical presence. They remain highly secure. These professionals show up in a physical body, making complex decisions on the fly. I mean, an AI might write a flawless legal contract in 2 seconds, but it sure can't snake a drain or look a patient in the eye. Based on all the reports we've covered in this explainer, I'm going to leave you with this crucial question to consider for your own career trajectory. Are you banking on routine tasks that a calculator can do for free? Or are you actively building those complex, messy, strictly human skills that machines just can't touch? The 2030 shift is already here, folks. Make sure you're standing on the right side of it.